The biggest thing is the relationships, like the people you meet.
Yeah.
Because that's the biggest thing with entrepreneurship is it's such a fucking lonely road. You're the black sheep of your friends, your family, all of that. And especially early on, like you don't have this community. You're like, fuck, like, am I on the right path? You're doubting yourself. And then your family's like, oh, maybe you should like go back to college, or your friends are like, is that going to work, dude? That's kind of risky. And you can, that can get in your fucking head. And I think that's one of the biggest things that holds people back when it comes to entrepreneurship or business. They just, the self-doubt, and they don't stick with it long enough. They just feed into the negativity. So having a platform or having account on Twitter, you meet other like-minded people that are fucking crazy or like black sheeps of their family, and you just feel like you belong. You know, it's like this community. You're all going on this journey together, and just connecting with other people, learning from each other. Like fucking meeting you. You gave me the idea for the cohort. It was just fucking life-changing. And also, like, downloading people's streams of consciousness, too. As fucking crazy as that sounds. But Neuralink, Elon Musk. No, but... but, like, if you follow the right people, and you're literally brainwashing yourself. Like, whether you follow thirst traps or fucking, I don't know, cold email wizard or whoever, like, you're literally downloading that person's consciousness in your brain subconsciously or consciously.
Cold email wizard's not a thirst trap.
You want my fucking B2C offer, OnlyFans. But no, it's really powerful. It's really reframed how I view a lot of my life too, and just my approach to life, and just seeing what's possible. If you don't know it's possible, you're not even gonna try. So seeing a lot of these young dudes just killing it, make 10K a month, it's like, oh shit, like that's possible.
Yeah.
I remember hearing Dan Coe hit 50K a month like a few years ago. My jaw literally dropped. I was like, you can make 50K a fucking month? Like what? That's fucking crazy.
It's like the scene in Wolf of Wall Street.
What?
Where he's like, show me your fucking pay stub.
Oh,
Says
yeah,
you made
yeah,
52 grand. I'll quit my
yeah.
job right now and do whatever you're doing.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, all right, here you go.
And you just see what's possible. You're like, oh shit, like I can do that, you know?
I think that's the biggest thing is like when you're in your hometown and you're around other people that aren't doing anything remotely similar, you're kind of just in that mindset of like, what makes me so special? Why would I be able to actually achieve this? And when you find that community of different people doing the same stuff, it's like a complete mindset shift to why wouldn't I be able to do it? Like I know Andre's cool, but he's not like a super genius.
Come
right?
on, bro.
And like I know this guy, he honestly doesn't even seem smart, and he's ripping 100K a month.
Yeah.
It's just,
Pointing to Marco?
Fuck you, Marco.
I'm not gonna lie.
He's like, boy, this guy's not even smart. He's gonna shut off the whole camera and everything.
I'm not even gonna lie. I forgot Marco was there.
Oh shit, that's even worse.
He's just sitting in the
Even
corner.
worse.
Right
Stop talking, bro. We gotta get this episode out somehow.
now. Shout out Marco filling in for Mr. Producer Scott. Let's get what's your socials, Marco? No socials. All right, just comment. I love you, Marco, on this video. If one person does it, that's enough to make up for my mistakes.
Boy, where were we going with that?
I honestly forgot. Oh yeah, just like when you're surrounded by other entrepreneurs, like you're like, okay, it's really not impossible.
Yeah,
that's like the biggest barrier that you have to break. And if you need a community, clientascension.com.
Would recommend.
Click the button.
The cool thing too is like I think I saw you post about this actually. Like when you quit college, part of the decision was because you were learning more from being on Twitter. And so being on Twitter, there's opportunities for business to push content and whatnot, but just scrolling through the timeline and exposing yourself to like Cold Email Wizard, Nick Verge, like some of these guys that are posting really valuable content, like you're upgrading yourself through that, which is just the education that you can gain.
You just blow O's, bro.
Yeah. I looked up a YouTube video one time. I was like, I want to fucking look like a gangster.
We need a thumbnail. That's it right there.
O's. But yeah, dude, the education on there is just insane. And then just being like, I like, what was, this is actually a good question. Like, what was your biggest learning living with Dan Coe and JK Molina, would you say?
The speed of execution. So they just launch it. They don't hesitate. Because they understand. Okay, so for example, I wanted to launch a social media cohort where I showed people, okay, this is how you grow on socials, all of that stuff. And I thought I had to build out everything and have it all done. And then I start marketing it and all of that stuff. And I remember I was working on this cohort for like fucking months, and I was trying to perfect everything, and I got to write this module and blah blah blah. It's got to follow this framework and just fucking overcomplicating it. And then I went to a festival with Dan, and we're driving back the next day, and he's just fucking hung over as shit. And he has this idea for this cohort. He starts working on it that fucking night, and he gets the marketing ready, and he just fucking launches, he remarkets it, and he didn't have any of it fucking built out. I mean, he had like the first week, and he started marketing it, and he just fucking staying a week ahead.
Yep.
And he was just, all right, got to do this module this week. I'm going to write it, blah, blah, blah. And it was a huge hit and kicked ass. And same with JK. Like, he had this idea for starting this Twitter account, the best marketing ads of all time or something. And he just, that day, just fucking launched it, started growing it like crazy. And here I am, like, months into this, like, trying to do this cohort shit. I'm like, fuck, dude, I just felt like a piece of shit. And I was like, fuck, I just need to get this out. Like, what am I doing? And yeah, so I was like, okay. And that was the reason I joined Client Ascension too, because I wanted some accountability. Like, I wanted to like feel some skin in the game. Like, okay, I'm investing in this coaching, and now it's like I definitely got to like implement this shit and incorporate it and launch it. But yeah, man, like I was like, okay, I'm taking a note from these guys. It's like speed of execution, because you need to see if there's even market demand.
Yep.
Like, what if you spend all these months creating this program, you don't even know if like people are interested. Like, you just gotta throw shit out there and then you fulfill. And then also it's like you add that urgency where you're not gonna dilly dally or perfect shit. You're like, no, this shit's gotta be out by this day at this time, and if I don't, like those people are gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So having like that maybe fake accountability that you just that you place
like
on
we're
yourself.
naturally competitive, right?
Yeah.
And one of the cool things too is because I asked JK that same question of like, what did you learn living with Dakota and Dan, and he said the same thing. So I feel like we're all our like own like worst critic, because JK was like, man, like being around these guys, I felt like I was doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like Dakota and Dan, like their work ethic is unbelievable. And then I asked you, and you're the same thing. Like, I'm around JK and Dan, I feel like I'm doing nothing.
Yeah.
So if we ask Dan, I'm sure he's gonna say the same thing.
Dan's a fucking robot, dude. That guy's crazy. That guy's fucking nuts. Like, he is so like fucking focused on shit, and he goes on walks a lot. Like, he got
Walks?
me. He walks like, fucking hours every day. Like, he'll like work, take a break, go walk, and listen to an audiobook or whatever, and then fucking work, take a walk. Like, that guy actually walks a lot. And then he got me into walking a lot during the time. I got shredded while I was in Texas. I'm listening to audiobooks, taking calls on walks, fucking 3 hours a day, like just getting shredded. But yeah, no, Dan's a fucking really cool dude. He's very stoic too. Like, yeah, I didn't expect him to be so stoic when I met him. Like, just like emotionless sometimes.
Just zen.
I brought the idiot out of him. I have that gift where I just act like a fucking idiot, and then other people are like, fucking, hey, hey, diggity dog. Like, shit like,
Alrighty,
all right.
Yeah, I was texting Nick Verge yesterday. I'm like, we're interviewing Dakota tomorrow. What should we ask him? He's like, dude, the stuff I talk about with Dakota, like, it's not even worth talking about. It's just autistic shit. I'm like, thanks. Very helpful.
yeah, that's very true. Yeah, we got a very close relationship of autism, and that's about it.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.